So Internet, today is Thursday, May 26th. This was supposed to be an unboxing video, but stupid me left something on the same shelf where my camera is, and as a result, that vibrating translated into noise right into the microphone. And like the first 30 seconds, not even 30 seconds, the first 4 or 5 minutes of this unboxing turned out to suck. You couldn't hear anything over the vibrating that was going on. So I've made a decision, a corporate decision, corporation being me, to just go ahead and re-record the first little bit. Unfortunately, there's going to be no unboxing. The box is already open. You can't really call it an unboxing if the box is open. But I will tell you what I got. It was a box from Ellusionist. Can't really tell, but it's a box. Trust me, it's from Ellusionist. And inside was this. Inside of this were these. The blue Artifice Decks. Very, 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 very nice decks. I go into a rather low-key review of them later on, so there'll be plenty of that to see. Also in the deck, in the box, sorry, were some of these. This is a red Artifice deck, not commercially available at this time. Again, more on that later. Excuse me. So I apologize that the unboxing isn't as unboxy as you would like it to. I could tape it up and fake it, but really the excitement's gone, plus the decks would be open, you guys would be all suspicious and stuff. So on that note, I'm going to stop here, put it together with the real video, and hopefully everything will look as if it was magically edited in one take. Magically edited in one take. That does not make sense. Either way, stop here, let's get on with the review. Okay, now for those of you who don't know what these are, you apparently need to crawl out from underneath a rock. This is a new deck from Ellusionist. And looking at this deck, I can tell you right away, it appears just a little, well, you can't really tell there, but it appears almost a little thinner than the Masters. Many of you know the Masters is my current go-to deck. Let's see, boy, these suckers are sealed. There we go. Let's go ahead and open these up. Slowly but surely. Apparently they don't want you getting into them. Oh, and you know what? Right away, stupid plastic, right away I notice there is no seal. Which actually I wholeheartedly approve of. My biggest pet peeve, especially in the Pauper clips, or putting these decks into any clip, the seal, whether you peel it off or not, you're always going to leave residue. And the residue sticks to the clip, and you always end up having to clean your clip after a while. These have no clip. And you know what? Before I even open them, let's just try something out here. Okay, so through the magic of time and space, I've got some clips here. Oh yeah. Let's put the Masters in. Okay, this is not an Ellusionist clip. I can tell you that much right now. So these are fine for the original Joe Pauper clip. This, it appears, is not a Masters clip either. Okay, so I chose two wrong clips. They're kind of hard to tell. But based on that, I would think that these cards definitely are thinner. I've not taken any cards out of here, and I've not taken any cards out of this deck. And as a result, I can tell you right away, these ones are definitely thicker than these ones. On the bottom, we just got, finally, no barcode reveals. They're getting classy with the cards. There's just the logo and where they were made. So now we're going to go ahead and open them up. This is the back. Let's get in nice and close. So there we go. We're in nice and close. We got a really good shot of these. I can tell you right now that they look nice. These cards look very good. Now I apologize for the camera jumping all over the place. It's just the autofocus on these things is very, it sucks. If every time I bring the cards back here, things focus. Bring it up here, things gotta focus. Regardless of that, the cards look very nice. Now when you fan them, excellent. These things are beautiful. Slippery too, my goodness. They fan beautifully, I'll say that much. Going this way. Oh, and check out that, different pips as well. So here's the Joker. And if I'm not mistaken, there's like a little bluish tinge in there. Let's get that in there nice and close. Now can you see that bluish tinge? You see the little bluish tinge to the design there? It's not just black and white. There's blue in there. I guarantee it. And they've actually, of course, the Jokers do have their standard reveal, which is actually quite nice. I like this. The Ace of Spades. Oh, look at that. Look at the ace there. That scroll work there in the ribbons of the ace looks almost 3D. At least up close, anyways. Even from far away, this is actually very well done. I am very impressed with the way that this ace looks. Very crisp, 3D effects. So I'm very impressed with how this looks. I like it. I like it a lot. You'll notice right away that the pips are different, as are the markings on the pips. Like, not the markings, but the way the numeral representation of each card is done. Slightly different. The face cards look a lot different as well. Just very simple and elegant. In the Jack, it seems there's red. The Queen, seems there's like red and blue. And then the King is blue only. Let's see if that continues throughout the rest. Ace of Diamonds, like the diamond suits, there's apparently nothing unique about the Ace of Diamonds there. Let's go here. Okay, so Jack, Queen, King. Let's go back to this Jack here. So these Jacks are different. Let's go up to this Jack. Apparently all the Jacks are different. This is a very nice deck. I like it. Now let's go ahead and just do a few tests with it. Let's compare this to here it is. Let's bust out the Masters Edition. Let's get a real card. Let's get another real card. There we go, a real card. Okay, now I'm just feeling how these cards feel. Now this is an older Master, so I'm not entirely sure if the stock is the same or whatnot. However, the stock feels as stiff, but not as thick. Like, listen to this. Hear that, and then hear this. There's just a slight difference in pitch, which means one is a little bit thicker than the other. And the best way to test that, now let's see, are there any ad cards in here? Yes, there are. Let's get rid of the ad. Oh, we got a double backer. Excellent. Nice little double backer. We can always use double backers. We've got the King. Let's get rid of the ad card here. And the Jokers and the ad card are the only ones that are in the deck here. Okay, so let's just do a comparison. I'm going to put these on the table here. Push them down. And you know what? If there is any difference, it's not noticeable. After you take out the extra cards, so maybe the difference in thickness isn't the actual. Oh, there's another card here missing. That's why. I'm missing a Joker. Let's put that one back in there. Let's try it one more time. Yeah, now there's just a slight difference. It's a little bit more noticeable. Basically, what I'm doing is here. Let me just focus on that really quickly. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm just pushing the cards down and just rubbing my finger across the top here. And the Masters are definitely a little bit higher than the Artifice deck here. Honestly, that's not going to make a difference to anybody unless you use a Porper clip in your deck extensively. Okay, so we know the cards fan nicely. They fan beautifully. Let's get rid of that. These are very nice cards. Nothing different there. They smell nice, I'll say that much. Probably because of all the black ink. Oh yeah. It smells like the smell when you paint your house. So the cards riffle nicely. They fan nicely. Now, because they're a new deck, so the cards fan well, they riffle well, and of course, new cards always need to be worked in before you actually start using them, unless you're actually used to that feeling, in which case you're always opening decks to maintain that sense of newness when you perform. I myself like a deck that's slightly worked in, not as slippery as this. So let's see here. Let's do a... That's nice. Do it this way. That's nice too. So the thickness isn't so much of a difference that you're missing your doubles all the time. The passes seem good. Okay, so I'm just going to stand up. So we've got the cards themselves feel nice. I'm not going to argue that. These things, like, they feel really, really good. Really good. Okay, let's do a few slides. Passes seem okay. Color changes seem okay. Turnovers seem good. That seems good. These cards perform nicely. I really enjoy these cards. The only problem is trying to work them in because they're new. So new. They look fantastic. You guys need to pick up some of these. I like these cards. I like the fact that it's not busy on the back. The Arcanes, while beautiful, they were a tad busy just with all the design work and scroll work that was going on. I like the fact that they're a white face. I like the fact that these are a different face than a normal heart, diamond, spade, or club. I like the fact that the jokers have been redesigned. And you know what's funny? Tell me that doesn't remind you of Wayne Houchin a little bit. Kind of reminds me of just a shade. I don't know why. Only I've seen him wear the hat before. I've actually seen him dress up like that before. So pick them up. You should pick them up. I definitely think you should pick these cards up. Just to play with them. Like I said, you know, there's nothing wrong with trying to improve the tools upon which you use. If you want to try a different deck, by all means, go ahead. If you don't work with gaffs, go ahead and check them out. I think you should definitely buy a couple decks of these, play with them. They're more elegant, I think, than regular cards. Now there's these. These are the red Artifice decks. And I automatically know what you're going to think. You're thinking, Dave, why is it taking you so long to get into these decks? That is because they have Fort Knox, these frickin' things. My goodness. Just once, I'd like this to go easy. You're all probably thinking, Dave, how do I get one of these? Oh, these look nice. Let's compare the two here. Let's get nice and close. Those look really nice. Let's get rid of that glare. The colors are subtle enough that they're not overstating. They're not overstated. They're just there, and they're subtle, and it kind of attracts your eye. So that's the red Artifice deck. Now let's just see if there's any difference in face cards or anything like that. Okay, so probably not, because looking right away, the ace is not any different, and that was not unexpected because the aces, they have no color in them anyways. And the jokers, not the jokers, the face cards, judging from the first three that I looked at in the blue deck, the colors are pretty much the same. Not pretty much, sorry, they are the same with each set. So really the only difference is the back. Now, however, you gotta admit that's a pretty good difference. These backs just look really, really nice. And again, at least you should at least pick up one or two of these decks. The reds, unfortunately, from what I understand, will not be available. At least not right now. They might become available later. Don't quote me on anything about like that. Don't go say, well, Dave said. You know, Dave did not say. Dave said he did not know. He said they might become available. They might be just giving away as prizes. You never know. That said, in all honesty, I don't think it matters which deck you use. Normally, like, I'm a red deck kind of guy. But because these colors are just so beautiful, so, I wouldn't say understated, but just like simple and elegant, it doesn't matter if you're a red deck or a blue deck guy. This is really like, you know, this is a black deck with nice accents. And I like the fact that the black deck has a white face. Now actually, you know what? Let's just put the red deck to one side. Let's test one thing, because there's always been that issue with the black deck reversing a card. You automatically know right away that there's a card reversed in the deck. So this is what the edges of the Artifice deck look like. Let's see if you can get in there nice and close. And I apologize for my camera. So I'm going to take a card. Let's take the, no, let's not take the double facer. Let's see, is the double facer there? Nope. So let's take a card and reverse it. And yeah, let's take a look at that. That line you're seeing right there, that is the reverse card. So as with all black decks, there suffers that one little bit of inconsistency. So you can see that line there. That's where the reverse card is. If you flip it around, you can still see the line. There it is, even clearer. So unfortunately, there is that little bit of inconsistency. That has been a problem with all decks that have had like seriously different colored backs with no border or anything like that. No matter which company prints the deck, if the deck doesn't have a white border and it has a white face, when you reverse the card, you're going to get that. So that's not really an issue. I personally think that if I was going to be performing a lot, these are decks I might invest in. I probably wouldn't do a torn and restored card. As always, at $7 a pop, even though if you buy in bulk you get a discount. But even still, these cards, I'm not going to rip up something that's that expensive unless I have a whole lot of them. Like, I'm talking like a couple hundred. So there you go, the blue Artifice deck from Ellusionist.com. Whoa, that was close. The red Artifice deck from Ellusionist.com, but just unfortunately not available for anyone commercially right now. Beautiful, beautiful decks. These actually, I saw early designs for these, and it came out of the blue. I saw the design, but I didn't realize they were getting printed so fast. Definite winner, a definite winner. It's nice to see cards out that are getting simpler in their design, as opposed to more and more weird, like the carnivals and the skulls and the deaths, and basically everybody and their brother's doing these cards now. I had to just go online and see how many different weird cards I can find. But it's nice to see that the design is getting a little bit more simple, a little bit more elegant. It doesn't seem to be a one-way design. I don't think you have to worry about that. There does seem to be some nice detail work in the round part here in the scroll. I'm not sure what you would call that. The lace, the lattice, who knows? But this is definitely a deck that I see people wanting to purchase. What's more to be said? What's more to be said that I haven't said already? If you guys want them, go ahead and pick them up. If you don't, stick with your masters, stick with your ghosts, stick with your bikes, stick with whatever you like to use. But at least try them out. They're fantastic cards. They're beautiful cards. They handle nicely. A little tiny bit thinner than the Masters deck that I have. So on that note, I will talk to you later. If you have any questions, feel free to type them in the comments listed below, and I will answer them. Talk to you later.